Good morning. I'm Reverend Lydia Janacek, and welcome to Healing Life Fellowship Church. We are a spiritualist church that strives to understand and comply with the physical, mental, and spiritual laws of nature, which are the laws of God. I can't believe it's the holiday season already. I feel like our lives just are on overflow, and I'm running around as if I'm sprinting through life in a 100-meter dash. I swear it was just Labor Day, and we were closing our pool. I was in the stores buying candy for Halloween, and in the stores were the Christmas trees already up. I feel when this happens, we miss out on the beautiful riches of the holidays. Sometimes we can get downright ungrateful and may feel even more disconnected because of all the commercial hype. Are you willing to up your game of gratitude and to be thankful and enjoy the holidays this year and recognize just how blessed we all are? It's just a few weeks until Thanksgiving. The other day I had a client ask me, what is the true meaning of Thanksgiving? I told her it's a national holiday that is celebrated all things. The people we're thankful for, our blessings for this past year. It brings together family and friends. This holiday is often the busiest holiday travel time of the year. As family members gather with one another to be thankful and to show their gratitude for their blessings and their love for one another. This has been going on since 1863. When in the midst of the Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a national Thanksgiving Day holiday to be in November, so that we would come together in peace and have gratitude for our blessings. I'm sure we all have memories from growing up and having certain traditions for Thanksgiving Day. When I was growing up, we all went to my aunt and uncle's house. There were so many of us that we went in the basement because we didn't fit around the dinner table. And we would have set up all these tables because there was over 25 of us. After dinner and the dishes were done, the adults would play cards. The kids would play games. And I remember one aunt was always the one that had to say grace. We would draw names for the grab bag for Christmas. As time went on, our families grew so big that we had to start doing it all on individual families. For years, my parents, after that, started coming to George's and my house, and they would make the turkey, and George and I would make everything else. After dinner, we would play games, look at the ads in the newspaper to make a Christmas list. We would be all too full to move around from eating too much. When I think about what Thanksgiving truly means to me, it's about being grateful for my family, my friends, spending time with them. It's time to let your loved ones know how important they are, not only to you, but as a family. So I challenge you this Thanksgiving to find gratefulness in life, family and friends to have gratitude. Gratitude opens the door to power, the wisdom, and the creativity of the universe. I encourage you to embody gratitude by engaging all 5 of your senses. When creativity, exploring the topic of how it makes you feel. Bring your thoughts and ideas to life by asking yourself, what do the people, the places, and the things that you are grateful for look like, sound like, smell like, feel like? Do you feel grateful for the things in your life? Ask yourself how many times this month, week, maybe yesterday, or even today, were you finding fault with someone, or your home, or your car, something on the news? Have you been complaining about what you don't have, or someone didn't do what you felt they should do? Maybe you didn't get credit when you felt you were deserving of the credit. Think about the energy you spent on being frustrated or possibly angry. just because it didn't go the way you felt it should. We've all done this. I bet in every situation we can find something we can learn from and grow from it. I want to share something. There was a happiness index that was recently taken for different countries around the world. It turns out that Finland came in at number 1 on reports of happiness among the people there. The U.S. ranked 24 out of 50. Despite having one of the highest standards of living in the world, we here in the United States seem to emphasize needing more. We have this idea that we have a shortage or lack what we need. Our thinking goes to, I don't have enough. Consequently, when we think we need more, we become a vibrational match to experience more shortage in our lives. Like it or not, that's what we're doing. We need to be aligned with our source in all of our thoughts, with God, knowing all the things are possible. How many of us think we need a bigger or better house, or a new car, or we think we would be happier in another state, or just anywhere than where we really are right now? We think when we retire, life is going to be so much more peaceful. We think, if only I can lose this weight, then I can find the right partner. I need a better job so I can be more comfortable. If I didn't have to be caring for my parents, a child, whoever, maybe I'd have more time in my life. What are we putting out there into the universe with all our thoughts and our emotions is that we're not grateful or appreciative of what we created at this present moment. Yes, we created everything we are experiencing at this moment. Even yesterday and tomorrow. It all comes down to your thoughts. It's sad we think this way. Abundance is about looking at life and knowing that we have everything we need for complete happiness. And then being able to celebrate each and every moment of life. The nature of gratitude helps dispel the idea that we do not have enough or that we ourselves are not enough. When your heart is filled with gratitude, it is grateful for everything and cannot focus on what is missing. Peace comes within us as we have gratitude. If only more of us would dare to embrace thankfulness on every given day. Keep thinking in your mind that there is a place within you where there is perfect peace and where nothing is impossible. Wayne Dyer said, "We never sit anything out in life. We are cups, constantly and quietly being filled. The trick is knowing how to tip us over and let the beautiful stuff out. With grace and gratitude, we can be miserable or we can motivate ourselves. Whatever must be done, it's always our choice. So let's wake up in the morning and focus on what we have, not what we feel is missing or what we think would make our life easier or happier. Open your eyes. Be grateful to be alive, that you're here breathing. If your back hurts, then be grateful that you're able to move at all. If you have a hard time financially, think about the things that you do have, like a place to live. By doing this, what we're doing is spiritually aligning ourselves with a higher frequency of the universe and taking time to have appreciation and recognizing the abundance that we already have in our lives. Let's be grateful for what we do have. Being thankful for things in our lives doesn't mean things won't be challenging. We are here on this earth plane to learn. We have to remember we chose all the experiences that we're going through, and with whom, good or bad, as a life plan to learn and grow spiritually. Sometimes These lessons make it hard to look at with gratitude and be thankful for the experience. But we can always find something that we can walk away with that was helpful, even if it taught us what not to do. By focusing on what is good rather than what is bad, or moving towards a different direction when you see signs you're going the wrong way, just means you're learning from the experience. This is enough to be thankful for. And to keep going. Stop being a victim. If you're miserable, then stop doing what you're doing. Find a different path. The old saying, if you continue to do what you always do, you will continue to get what you've always gotten. But recognize you are choosing what is happening by not changing. We can never change someone else. You can only change yourself. How we react to a situation is your choice. When we see what we need to do clearly, then we can be thankful for the clarity and be grateful to the universe for showing us what we need to do to evolve to be the best person in this lifetime. When you think about the fact that we're all sitting here in this heated building that has running water, inside washrooms, which are a precious commodity to me, electricity, chairs to sit on, and loving people around us that give us such a wonderful community that we have here. They're kind and they're respectful to each other. Think about how you got here this morning. Did you drive? If so, be grateful for that vehicle that got you here, or the person that drove you. Be grateful for the food that you ate before you came, and the food that we're going to have after we have our service. A lot of times we wait to say thank you and be grateful for the simple things. When they're taken away, or are fearful it will be taken away, like our job or a loved one. Our own life, possibly. We need to be grateful for what we have. How many of us don't appreciate our families until they're not here? Then it's too late. Spend time with them. No one is here forever. Don't regret it later. I would do anything to have my mom and dad back here with me. I did spend time with them. They were very, very important to me, and I am so very grateful for my memories that we made together. When we practice gratitude, there are numerous benefits for our personal growth and our spiritual development and our overall well-being and happiness. It gives us a better attitude and shifts our focus from what's lacking in our lives to what we already have. This allows us to appreciate the simplest things in our life. Gratitude has had a big impact on our relationships as it enhances empathy and compassion towards others. Gratitude is a form of prayer, and it's a way to connect with God by acknowledging the abundance and blessings in our lives at this present moment in time. This act of appreciation opens our hearts, our minds to the divine presence, knowing that there's a higher power that is with us always and within us. That higher power is guiding us and helping us every step of the way. We just need to listen and have faith and trust. In the Bible, it states, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." In the book of Psalms, chapter 136, verse 1. Through gratitude, we are able to deepen our spiritual connection and experience feel profound sense of peace and joy. By having gratitude, it teaches us the importance of self-compassion by acknowledging and appreciating the blessings in our lives. Gratitude has become a powerful tool for self-reflection and growth, reminding us to be kind and gentle to ourselves as we navigate through life's challenges, which we all experience. Through gratitude of daily things in my life, I have found a deeper sense of love and acceptance towards myself and a connection to my spiritual journey, which brings me to a place of peace and contentment. With this practice, it helps us see and feel the importance of self-compassion. By acknowledging and appreciating the blessings in my life, we are able to realize a sense of love and acceptance towards ourselves. It also helps us to self-reflect and grow. It reminds us to be gentle and kind towards ourselves and others. To understand we're human, and sometimes there will be challenges and things that will hurt us. And it may be from someone that is very close to us, possibly a parent, a spouse, a sibling, even our child, or maybe our boss or a coworker or a friend. We may not see it coming, but how we react to the situation is on us. Remember, it's just a lesson, or as some say, it's an experience that we don't want to experience. Try to recognize you signed up to it. Either learn something or teach something during that lesson. Be thankful for the opportunity to learn or teach in the experience. There is always a reason we have to go through what we're going through, even if it's not pleasant. How we react to the situation plays a vital role in our stress level and our overall health in the present moment. Focus on the positive aspects of life to stay in contentment. Gratitude has the power to mend broken relationships through forgiveness and open communication. It allows us to see the beauty in others, and it lets us mend and deepen the relationship with nurturing love and understanding. If we won't communicate and hear the other person's perspective on a situation when a broken relationship happens, we lower our vibrations and our frequencies. That then takes us farther away from peace and joy and our spiritual path. Forgiveness and taking responsibility by saying the simple words, "I'm sorry," seems to be two words so many people have a problem saying. But if we look at the whole issue at hand and find it in our hearts to let go and let them be them, we won't take anything personal. You have to go back to the 4 agreements. If we acknowledge what we are thankful for in the present moment, we are being aware, showing appreciation for now. By focusing on what we appreciate, be it a warm meal or the company of our loved ones, we anchor ourselves in the here and now, reducing anxiety about the past or the future. Gratitude is inherently recognized that we are not alone on our journey. We are a part of a larger web of relationships and experiences. Spiritual teachings tell us that everything is interconnected. Our actions have domino effects on others, and their kindness touches us in ways we may not even realize. The practice of gratitude naturally teaches us humility by reminding us that we do not achieve success or happiness in isolation. Recognizing that our accomplishments are often supported by others can lead to a humbler perspective on life. This humility aligns with our spiritual teachings that encourage us to let go of ego-driven desires and embrace humility as a pathway to enlightenment. When we express sincere gratitude for what others provide, whether it's love, guidance, or resources, we acknowledge their role in our journey. This openness not only strengthens relationships, but also deepens our spiritual practice, helping us to have more connections over competition. Recognizing what we're thankful for can reduce feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and depression. Regularly reflecting on positive aspects of life shifts our focus from negativity to abundance, promoting emotional resilience. Gratitude is known to strengthen personal relationships by helping goodwill between individuals. Whether it's expressing appreciation to friends, family, members, or colleagues, acknowledging what you value in others nurtures trust and strengthens bonds. This creates an environment where love and support flourish. Life can bring challenges, however, maintaining a grateful attitude during the difficult times can bolster resilience. When faced with adversity, reflecting on past experiences through a lens of gratitude helps us find meaning even in hardship. This perspective allows us to learn from challenges rather than to go into despair. Another way to embrace gratitude is through service. Giving back allows us to express appreciation for what we've received by helping others in need. Volunteering at local organizations or simply offering kindness through small acts can reinforce feelings of interconnectedness and compassion while staying humble. When we extend ourselves for others, we recognize our own blessings more profoundly, transforming gratitude into an active force that enriches both you as a giver and or a receiver. As I was seeking guidance from Spirit this past week, trying to write this sermon, I came across this on the internet, a gratitude-inspiring interview that I would like to share. It was done by Eddie Pinero. And this is what it said. We spend so much of our life searching for the things that we realize in time we already have. Our journeys bring us in full circle. Our stories end how they begin. Then in the end, we fade away, holding tightly to that form which we emerged. Not because we fell short, no, because eventually we realize how simple things really are from the outside world, looking in. We realize what we have. Speaker Dennis Waitley once said, happiness cannot be traveled to, owned, earned, worn, or consumed. Happiness is a spiritual experience, living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. It's like times like these when we get to look around and recapture our perspective means so much. It's almost as though it's a reassurance that yes, life can be hard, frustrating, abstract, but that the core of everything is contentment, is enough. It's why we need not search for love. We are in the fact surrounded by it. We need not search for hope while it's ingrained in everything, in our breath. Reassurance when it's a phone call away. I once heard an interesting idea that we only see what we focus on, not only metaphorically, but literally so much of our life exists outside our peripheral vision. If you can walk down the same street every day and see something new each time, imagine the power of readjusting how you see life as the sun comes up in the morning. Imagine pulling more of what matters in focus, becoming living proof that we don't need to wait for when things are gone or changed, or appreciate what we have and who we are. I think that's why Cicero says gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Because one can look around and see all that they have. Syracuse has to give has to give to a way to abundance. Fear becomes hope. The Monday becomes beautiful, and gratitude is power, because it's not accusation. It's awareness. It's a reset button. It's a tap on our shoulder reminding us that life is about the people that make it worth living. The time we spend together is a reminder that the minutes aren't ticking towards some life-altering grand finale, but that each second is, in and of ourselves, a miracle. Of course, I'm a believer we're here to evolve, to grow, or to test the waters, to push our limits. But I'm also a believer in asking why. It seems to me the answer is not to obtain something new, but to share who we are with the world. Not to get what we don't have, but to make the most of what we do. Not to impress or to fit in, but to take that passion that increases our heart rate, that curiosity that pulls us towards new horizons, with incredible friends and family for our side, and simply realize we are this very moment embarked upon the adventure of our own lifetime. And for that, I'm forever grateful. I thought that was very inspiring, and I wanted to share it. When I think about what I am most grateful in my life, I would have to say it's my spiritual beliefs and trusting in God. I love my family. I love my husband. I love my children. But without God in my life, I wouldn't have any of them. So God comes first. Without God, we would not have the blessings in our lives. Knowing no matter what is thrown at me in this human experience, this lifetime, as long as I stand for God, I trust it is what I'm supposed to be experiencing at the present moment. So my hope for all of you today is to open yourself up, to find gratitude, to embrace your blessings. Remember, if we're brought to it, God will get us through it. God bless you, and thank you.